As we all know, Junk Drawer Gaming released his highly anticipated Nicholas DeOrio video. Highly rushed Nicholas DeOrio video. Thank you, Caesar, for the $19.99. Huge appreciated with the lemon character super sticker, bowing in front of a rose bush. It bursts into bloom as he does so. Thank you. Much anticipated Junk Drawer Gaming video just came out about Nick DeOrio. Great video. Great video. Some flaws, but, you know, broadly good. Broadly good. And Nick DeOrio responded to it. We didn't go over his response the other day, but he did respond to it in his Discord. Obviously, that's where he speaks about videos that he's less confident framing to his audience and where he doesn't want the criticism seen by his audience. We're saying like the Alex Novell video, he'll respond to on stream because Alex Novell is a Hassan orbiter, and Nick can very easily frame it alongside with the fuck-ups about the revenue that Alex had. He can much easier frame it as less critical of him, less impactful, and just deal with sweeping for Ethan. Meanwhile, this is a much closer indictment on Nick that you might have to actually struggle through a little bit and try to explain himself on. So he will not respond to that on stream. He'll just cry about it in his Discord. Thank you for the $10. Commodore Trump, huge appreciate with the super sticker, the pair character flying through like Superman. Thank you. Huge appreciate. Thanks so much. I didn't hate the Junk Drawer Gaming video. I was just annoyed with it. I'm just annoyed with him. I'm just annoyed with Junk Drawer. I'm annoyed with the video essayists. I hate the way that they spend ages, like, doing fucking nothing. And then they're like, okay, so I think I said this. This is how Junk Drawer made this video. He was going to make it. He said he was going to make it for ages. And he makes a bet about Aiden's Discord and getting banned if he doesn't do it by New Year's. So he rushes it out in, like, on, like, New Year's Eve and the day before or some shit. And has to, like, constantly use loopholes saying, oh, I'm in American Samoa. It's not New Year's yet. I'm on Baker Island. It's not New Year's yet. And he like, makes these excuses like... So he finally does it around then. And then he's making excuses like, oh, I have a job. I can't just work on videos. Bro, I check Discord. I see him in VCs, like, every night. Spend some of the time that you would spend playing fucking Minecraft with AIDS gangers making your fucking video. I beg. And then you get fucking Nicandros spending, like, you know, a full year on his fully animated magnum opus, you know. So you really don't need that. You really don't need that. Make like 3 videos. If you really need to spend that much time on it. Kilo's a whole different issue. Kilo's just like a whole different issue. Kilo's nightmarish too, but I've at least got confidence that Kilo is going to release a quality product at some point, okay? I don't have a lot of faith in Teeny Tiny Tony, I'm going to be real, okay? And he's unproven, he's untested. Well, I wait to be blown away. I await being blown away, but I don't hold my breath. I'm just being honest, okay? Liquid Sonic, though. Liquid Sonic just puts shit out. You know what I mean? This guy is just works.
I'm behind on the stream. Was there more to the Venezuela story than Crazy America did that?
No, I haven't done a full proper coverage of the Venezuela thing. That was kind of like, it was kind of half-hearted. Thank you for the $5. We were just getting into the stream. So yeah, Liquid Sonic puts in work. We love Liquid Sonic. My trailer is gas. Oh wait, can we show the trailer? Can we show the Kilo trailer? Guys, exclusive here, exclusive airing of the Kilo trailer in this Nick DeOrio segment.
You look around the scene, right? And you see people like Hassan Piker with his crocodile tears. This was his reaction to the shooting. I cannot believe this hypocrite who's been advocating for political violence for years, now pretending like he's shocked something like this would happen. No, dude. Not you. You are disgusting. I am so tired of this man and his violent rhetoric. Crying on stream. No, not you, man. not you.
It's so obviously a call to violence. You're obviously wrong for saying it. There's no justification at all to say something like that.
I feel like I've seen a few different clips of Hassan saying like, we don't really know for sure if Kamala would have been different.
And once again, we have Hassan engaging in activities which may very well violate California law.
Sam Cedar, another one I'm ready to burn, because he also like protects Hassan at all costs.
God, I fucking hate Hassan so much. Hassan is a fucking stupid, tanky, jihadist, apologizing piece of shit. Fuck Hassan. What a fucking asshole.
Because Hassan is the most unlikable human being on earth unless you want to have sex with him.
Like when we go to his channel, I gotta stop talking about Hassan so much, to be honest with you. It just bothers me that like
Okay, so you think that Hassan is not fun to talk to about anime?
I think normalizing Hassan is dangerous.
One of your biggest stars, Hassan, is one of the most genuinely evil, disgusting, disreputable people on the planet.
I genuinely do believe that Hassan is one of the worst people on the internet.
Hassan Piker is the most dangerous person that if you're over the age of about 35, you've probably never heard of.
So Hassan is one of the most terrible human beings on earth.
At least your villain, Ethan Klein, showed real emotion. And when he discovered the news on his podcast, he was sobbing, and I believe his tears. I don't believe Hassan Piker's crocodile tears.
The people that simp for Hassan who are like, he's hot, whatever, it's so pathetic. Even if you think it's hot, it's so embarrassing. It's so cringe, guys. Please, I'm gonna fucking die.
I haven't seen you in pretty much never.
Yeah.
You want to be in my vlog?
Sure.
Starting it up.
Oh hell yeah! I just started vlogging recently as well. I feel you. It's hard. It's awkward.
Yeah. I came here to say thank you.
Wait, why? No, thank you
for supporting Teddy Fresh so much.
Thank you for the big baggy pants. I love them so much. Oh my god.
Well, have a good show.
Thank you. Bye everybody.
Dude. You can't use that clip. That's anti-Semitic to use this angle of healer. This is anti-Semitic. You're not allowed to use this angle of healer because it's anti-Semitic to show healer from that angle.
Well, have a good show.
Thank you. Bye everybody.
Dude. She's doing Larry Ellison. It's chill. Oh. Wow. What a trailer, guys. Wow, what a trailer. Make sure you go sub to Kilo, guys. Make sure I'll link the Kilo's channel. Okay. So getting into these DeOrio Discord leaks. I briefly mentioned the death. So, okay, yeah. So he's responding to a Junk Drawer Gaming video here. Obviously, one of the first points in the Junk Drawer Gaming video was, oh, wait, actually, should we go back further? No, we need to go back further. Let's see his full Discord reaction to it. Discord recommended this. Feels like I watched a video from Cruel World Happy Mind. Dude. You cannot make it up. They are beyond parody. Dude, this is like a tipster video. Yeah, this is like one of the recent Ethan Klein enemies. If you haven't followed every step of the EHD stuff, you won't know Cruel World Happy Mind, okay? Something that I didn't even cover properly, because it's just Ethan beating on another, like, bad optics woman, you know? There's like a crazy looking, kind of crazy woman. Ethan beats on her for talking about him, and everyone walks away going, oh, Ethan's so awesome. Which is another one of those. As always. Damn, it's that bad, Lamau? Disgusting comment. And so, you guys may not be able to see the comment here, but I'll read it to you. CPS and Skulls. Nick is whoever his current daddy is. He did Metica, Keemstar, Destiny, and now Ethan. Heat, facts, straight facts, Heat, Patriot, W. Ashley. I mean, yeah, nothing even objectionable about that comment. Disgusting comment. What a loser of a channel. I didn't even dig deep. So, they really don't like this tweet. They really don't like this salvo tweet. Willie Max, very Zionist 2025. Marries an Israeli dual citizen. Ethan Klein pays for Willie's wedding. Starts making propaganda for the Kleins. Goes to Israel for honeymoon during the war. Now calling out Candace Owens with very generic pro-Israel talking points. Let's see the rest of this tweet. Sorry, I feel like maybe there's some... I wouldn't want to take Salvo's words out of context here, so I need to make sure we get the full tweet here. We can't be taking Salvo's words out of context. That's the sort of thing yeah, Nikki D would do. Is unfairly malign Salvo. Who is his wife? Who are his Israeli in-laws? Is he accepting money from clients and pro-Israeli orgs? All will be disclosed. Oh, sorry, wait, there wasn't vindicating context. Sorry, guys, I must have been... Sorry, no, he was... 10 years, bad luck. Okay, yeah, so I had this... I guess, wait, maybe I'll talk about this. I had this brief disagreement with, recurring character, Grizzly. Recurring Nicholas DeOrio Discord character, Grizzly. It's Grizzly, this is a woman. This is a, I believe... I'm stabbing in the dark a little bit here. I think a detransitioned FTM middle-aged woman. Who, wait, no, they weren't detransitioned. They just said, like, they felt like a guy some days, but then got over it or some shit. When they were talking about Bo Blacks, I think. But yeah, this, I like this character. I do like this character because you guys will remember, if you're old head Nicholas DeOrio fans, and by old head, I mean literally like a year ago. 2 years ago, maybe. So not even old head, just like when I was hanging around him. You guys may remember this Nicholas DeOrio guy going ballistic, going on a total fucking warpath against, what's her name? Brainy Biscuit. The YouTube drama moderator. And they were posting, like, when they post, like, suicide notes, and he was going, like, crazy at them and shit. So it's just amusing to me that now he's got his own, like, super mentally ill, retarded Discord Channy. That, like, lolcows out and gets into these retarded public fights. So let's just pull up this tweet that's in this image. So, okay, I'll just show the context here as well, actually. So Guam, we know Guam. Do we know Guam? Girl with the microphone, Nicole DeOrio. Yeah, Nicole DeOrio. So there's this tweet by Hassan. I've spent the last decade talking about the separation of Zionism and Judaism, and while conceptually it is true, these sorts of images make a much stronger argument against said separation, then people wonder why anti-Semitism grows. This is a big part of the reason why. So it's Netanyahu getting a hero's welcome in a Miami synagogue. Obviously, the point here being, if you don't want Jews to be associated with the crimes of Israel, these are terrible things to do. Much like you might say, if you don't want Muslims to be associated with the crimes of Hamas, maybe cheering them on isn't a smart thing to do. There are many comments you can make like this when people are doing terrible, insane, bad optics things that are totally reasonable to make and don't necessarily mean that you think there is an inherent problem with that group or whatever, right? And Guam here is saying, so now Hassan is literally saying there's no separation between Jews and Zionists and blaming anti-Semitism on Jews. Fuck this guy for real. No, I've spent the last decade talking about the separation of Zionism and Judaism, and while conceptually it is true, these sorts of images make it look different. She made a whole video on this. Maybe we'll take a look at it later. So yeah, and I reply basically calling her a stupid cunt. That's not that important. Also, what we're really here for is this Grizzly tweet. So yeah, Grizzly replies to my reply to Guam saying, "Bah ha 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 ha, you're so pathetic, Kuihman. I hope 2026 is equal to the rest of your life. Peace and love." Now, my 2025 was pretty good. And 2026 is starting well. However, this person appears to be in Discord. In the Nicholas DeOrio Discord. saying, I have schizo, I have ADHD, I'm autistic, undiagnosed bipolar or borderline, who knows? I'm probably narcissistic as fuck, and have major anxiety and depression. Insert here a list of things wrong with me, don't make fun of me meme. It's a wild mix of things. Makes me very unstable and untrustworthy person when it was all happening. Mental illness hit later, retardation was from birth. I see a lot of my early self in current Bobby, except not everything. So I saw his post and said, Happy New Year to H3 DeOrio janitorial team. And they spent like the next 6 hours talking about it in Discord. So apparently this is me being raped. An IDF smiley here says, honestly, I would have just ignored him. He's pathetic and a loser who's falling off and looking for any way to get relevance. If you ignore him, he might get down to 50 viewers quicker. And he'll quit, God willing. Not happening. Now, I love prodding at Kui. She's interesting. One of the few things I engage with on Twitter, because it always recognizes me and responds. Kuihman and Laura Luma. Only two nutters I post at, lol. Kui, did you just call him Kui? And she, I had no idea Kuihman was trans. Congratulations to him. I mean, it was pretty obvious that she was a woman the way she cries and sobs at everything. Okay. I'm being targeted, I think. That profile picture does not bode well. So then we see here. I mean, you did get clapped, kinda. You're super ashamed of yourself, aren't you? I ain't got that problem, don't worry. What? Question mark? Where did that come from? Seems like protection. I ain't bothered by my own words. Projection. FML. Close enough. How? You got raped in the marketplace of ideas and posted to Discord as if it was a win. Grizzly, I don't dislike you, but that post you made was cringe. I love this chatter. Julia Collins 777. Stylo, do not time out that chatter. Stylo, do not moderate that chatter. Tick. J6er updates. Emily Hernandez, 10 years prison. Lethal DUI. Andrew Johnson, charged with sexual abuse of an 11-year-old. John Benuelos, kidnapping/sexual assault. Andrew Tate, guilty of soliciting a 15-year-old. No, they don't. They're not a dogster. They're not a dogster. They're not a dogster. I don't know how long you did the timeout, whatever, for. Just under. It wasn't. It's not a dogster. They're just giving. They just come in and do lip slop talking points with emojis. So they're just listing out January 6ers and saying what else they've been arrested for. Okay. Me talking about myself isn't a win. It wasn't anything, lol. And you got clapped by Kuihman. But keep thinking about it. I'm a sad, lonely F-slide. Here's some embarrassing information. I enjoy coping. I'm gonna go watch some movies. How did he cope? Any disturbance to the Hugbox is coping. What Hugbox? Do you guys know where you are, lol? Oh, you on the mean streets of the Nicholas DeOrio Patreon Discord. You don't even know what it's like out here in the Nicholas DeOrio Patreon Discord. Do you not know where you are? Oh, I feel so hugged right now. You really haven't noticed a shift over the year where every opinion is merged into one? You haven't noticed an uptick of NPC H3 wine moms? Uh-oh. Discontent. You wish you were hugged right now, I bet. But you won't get that from real NSLers like me and Cast. Okay. Man, you guys put way too much stock in online words, lol. You can just say... Okay. Yeah, they usually have their face as a PFP and look like Lindsay Ellis. You put too much offline words online. Yeah, alright, pop off, girl. You like the Stranger Things finale where he defeats someone by coming out of the closet. It's a cock-fight, Nick. I haven't watched it season 2, but I'm glad you have gay representation now. Wow. Okay, so then Nick shows up. I watched the first 4 minutes of that video. His first argument was how I never condemned Ethan for making the Snark Predator's death about himself. So let's check. Let's have a look. Did Junkdraw say Nick has never spoken about this? Or did he say he didn't cover it? Because he didn't do actual coverage of it, did he?
Sexual assault.
Come on.
So that's not the first argument, anyway. Sure.
Pretty regular. All I did was tweet out like support for.
It's far from the first argument, actually.
Terrorists. It's just like
Changed in some tremendous way. Death is a way. He's 20 Ethan. Let's look at some of the main criticisms that Nick used against Ethan in his 2020 video series. Nick
to this. I'm gonna explain. It's through
combination of mental health issues and criticism that she received both online and in real life regarding the way she ran her animal sanctuary. Most of the online harassment she received was from Kiwi Farms, Tumblr, and a very inactive Snark subreddit, which only had 19 posts in total at the time of her death. Ethan Klein very quickly decided to make this woman's suicide about himself, claiming that her Snark subreddit was the deciding factor in her death and comparing it to his own Snark subreddit, claiming that their end goal is to get him to kill himself. In reality, Michaela's death had very little, if anything, to do with her tiny Snark subreddit and likely had much more to do with the harassment and criticism that she received from other sanctuaries in real life, in combination with her mental health struggles. This didn't stop Ethan from turning the spotlight on himself in an effort to remove criticism of himself from the internet. It would seem like DeOrio doesn't personally agree with the assessment that Michaela's Snark subreddit was the reason she killed herself.
So yeah, a girl save a fox killed herself from.
Okay, so it seems like Nick doesn't agree
on a Snark sub. It is crazy, and yet
yeah, I completely disagree with this.
Reddit does nothing, and there is no account.
But despite boldly disagreeing with Ethan on this over 6 months later, Nick still has never addressed Ethan weaponizing this woman's death to bolster his campaign to remove his detractor base from the internet. Ethan Klein even made Charlie Kirk's death about himself. Within hours of—
So he never addressed the fact that Ethan made it about himself. So has Nick ever addressed that? Let's see. Let's see. I think Nick tried to present a clip. Let's see.
Look, I'm not going to say that Ethan hasn't done stuff like this. Ethan absolutely has like jumped in and kind of, I guess like interjected his own situation into like clips that pop up. I just find this so fucking shameless. The DHS security shot her puppy.
Dude, he said, Ethan has kind of interjected his story into clips that pop up. Okay, but then says, this is so shameless. So what is Hassan saying? Hassan is saying the virtue signaling, and bear in mind, this is literally like 8 months after this story happened, by the way. This is 8 months after the save fuck shit happened. Nick didn't address it at the time. This is just like the other fucking, literally the other week. It's literally the other week Nick said this, okay? He didn't address it at the time. It was notable that he didn't address it because Alex Gekmo made the whole big thing about it, about how Nick needs to address it because it's the most obvious thing that would be top news story for Hassan. If Hassan had done it, anyone had done it, it'd be top news story. And if Nick doesn't cover this properly, it's obvious he's compromised. And lo and behold, he didn't cover it. So this is 8 months after, when it's all past, when Ethan stopped talking about it, Nick finds the balls to finally say, Ethan has kind of interjected his story into, like, clips that show up sometimes. And then is downplaying it by saying that Hassan saying that people are virtue signaling about his dog because they don't care about fucking Chrissy Gnome shooting her dog and this shit. Hassan saying that is worse, apparently, than Ethan using a still warm body to try and silence criticism about himself. Something that Nick, as Junk Draw pointed out in that video of the Etika stuff, has taken a massive stand on before. When these two are, the severity here is, the difference is insane, right? Hassan shocks his dog and says, well, you really care about this when Chrissy Gnome shot hers. Versus Ethan saying, you guys talking bad about me on the internet? I ended up killing myself like this insane woman that just killed herself. This woman just killed herself because you guys were forcing her to do it. Yeah, sure. Hassan's so much worse, isn't he? Nice one, fatty. Nice one, you fucking idiot. Let's keep watching the clip, though.
Ian wrote about it in a book. Cops kill 10,000 dogs a year. A decent number of people who support all this think I abuse my dog because she sometimes sleeps behind me. I think the one that, like, if we're going to make a critique towards Ethan, the one that sticks in the back of my mind, I think we covered it briefly, was there was a clip that came out. What was it? Someone killed themselves on Reddit or something. Like a Redditor killed themselves.
There was a clip that
and they were
out.
blaming like a Snark subreddit that did it.
Nope.
But then...
Nope.
And a couple hours later, once people did research.
So, Nick has even lied about the story here. Nick has lied about the story. They didn't claim it was the Snark Reddit. They were not blaming the fucking Snark Reddit. They said there was some online harassment. They were non-specific, but mainly in real life. It was mainly issues with people in real life. Thank you for the membership, Benita. Thank you.
There were like hardly any posts in this subreddit. All the posts were like low upvotes or whatever. Like nobody actually like interacted with the snark community, and it realistically didn't have anything to do with, or it didn't play a large role in what happened to that person. Like the snark community was extremely small. And then it kind of got pushed into like, this is the danger of snark communities or whatever.
It got pushed into, you see here how detached it is. It just got pushed that way. Thank you, Critical Shogun, for the membership. Thank you. What you mean to say, Nick, is Ethan Klein weaponized it. He weaponized a woman's suicide like the day it happened to try to silence criticism. That's what you mean, Nick. That's what you mean to say. It's so pathetic. It's so fucking pathetic.
Maybe waiting.
Yeah, just the disembodied force that weaponized this.
To kind of see how things turn out before jumping on that would benefit everybody. I think I disagreed with Dan on that, right? Dan Saltman posted it as well, and I think Ethan posted it to his story. It was a lady from Save a Fox. What else do we got here?
Pathetic. Yeah. This is the same passive language Destiny used when recounting his divorce, dude. No, he was very active in that. He was dodging his ex-wife's lies, like Neo from The Matrix. Okay. So yeah, then the next Discord message, let's see this. I briefly mentioned the death on the first day, I don't believe he did. Said to Dan Saltman that Ethan misreported it, as well as the following stream. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it as an example of when I disagreed with Ethan. So I do not remember reporting on this tour. Don't remember reporting this until. And it's insane to suggest that you're going, oh yeah, I disagree. Like that is substantive criticism. Bro, everybody knows. Everybody with their fucking head intact knows this would be headliner about anyone else if they were pulling this shit. Any other subject of a Nick DeOrio stream, this would be headliner topic. This psychotic fucking loser is weaponizing the still warm corpse of some YouTuber, some kind of retired YouTuber, I think, at that point, to silence criticism about themselves. That would be literally top fucking story. Like, this clip is literally me condemning a Hassan action and using Ethan as an example of a time where he did the same. No, you implied that Ethan's wasn't as bad, even though it's, like, obviously way worse. Dude, it's, like, crazy. You used Hassan's action to downplay Ethan's, if anything. So then, guys, we get something great here. We get, once again, Nicholas DeOrio's petulant, bitch-ass, fucking narcissistic ass, wounded ego ass, fucking bitchy estrogenic side come out in some of these messages, guys. Some of these messages. Some real bitterness, some real resentment coming out of this bitch tits fucking loser. So let's take a look at some of this. I will say, you're never beating the post H3 show allegations, lol. But I feel a lot that they levy against you think it's because you don't want to stomp on their stream. When in reality, because of EHT, it's better to start after they're done so you can catch stuff. I mean, if I quit my job and start streaming directly over them, I will, lol. I'm selfish. I only want you to start soon so I can watch live. If the criticism is the topics, then sure, but it's a stream time thing. Google 8-hour workdays, lol. So, I don't know who is criticizing him over stream topics or start time or what. This person's like making up this criticism. It's like something no one's ever said. As far as I understand, Nick has always started at the same time. I think anyone says otherwise. This is just like so retarded. But obviously this is the only criticism Nick thinks is happening, or well, claims he thinks is happening. He thinks that all anyone is saying is, I don't like the topics you cover. It's just so fucking retarded. I just can't take it. The feigned, like retardation is just obscene. I would love to start my streams at 4 o'clock or sooner every day and actually get sleep at night time. If I wanted to leech hard off Ethan's audience, I would be a morning stream and farm money before they spend it all on Ethan. I'd probably do better in that time slot running against Chud. So here we go, and I could kill Chud if I wanted to. I could kill Chud if I wanted. So then it keeps going, guys. It keeps going. So I think that's basically all the DeOrio messages about the junk drawer video. So I know, guys, if you're expecting a meltdown, I overpromised. But I hope that was funny for you anyway. But we have got a little bit more here. Yeah, solid bit of DeOrio snark. So what we've got here. This is a Dickers video, it seems. They're saying, yeah, I saw that earlier. Dickers reacting to that other video. I'm watching it now. This is pretty gay. Yep, Lamau. Almost cruel. So I think we showed this. Almost cruel would have your mind level of research. It's worse, I think, when I was like, all the bad faith shit. Wait, no, they're just saying this again. They're just saying the same shit again. This is a different screenshot. They're just saying fucking the same comparison again, dude. I hate people like this so much. If a Dickers video gets you riled up, you lost. Anytime you click on a Dickers video and watch for more than 10 seconds, anytime you click on a Dickers video, you lost. But if you watch more than 10 seconds, you have lost by default. It's like all the bad faith shit. As soon as I saw them adopt, so like, you know these people are retarded. When all they can do is go, you're bad faith, you're bad faith, you're bad faith. A pedophile dog whistle, by the way, on par with the little swirly thing that Liam Donovan likes to wear. On par with that, to be honest, saying bad faith like this. As soon as I saw them adopt Denim's arguments, and to back her up, I knew it would be in a wild ride. So Denim's argument is just correct. Denim's argument about her chat is just correct. Sorry, dumb or mean people can be right sometimes. She's just correct about the way Ethan lied about it and the way Nick lied about it. Him saying that Nick and Ethan support Dan's doxing, and that Nick supported the Fox Girl suicide shit, I knew it was a ride. Yeah, I don't think it said that he supported the Fox Girl suicide shit. I'm not surprised. Isn't he a Kuihman nut hanger? Apparently everyone is. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Okay. Does he defend the CPS call? Who does? Dickers in the video he's watching. Because he defends why Trisha's snark was taken down, because they involved her kids. I know that Kuihman says it's just Ethan self-victimizing, which is fucking crazy. Yeah. So I say what is self-victimizing? I say that he's self-victimizing. He does self-victimize over the he does victimize himself over the CPS shit and weaponize it. Yes. Makes sense. Kuihman got raped because of the Destiny drama. Huh? I mean, it's certainly... Guys, I'm sorry. All I can think about is my tax bill right now. All I'm thinking about is my tax bill. In a way I did, because, you know, I'm having to pay out the ass now. You know, in a way, when you think about it. Okay, found it. He is defending CPS, it seems. Who's defending CPS? You were the only person who wasn't raped in that situation. Makes sense Kuihman got raped as a Destiny coverage. He did? I thought he did a pretty good job with some of the Destiny coverage. What did he do? Did he overextending it at SmackDown? He just pivoted to a Hassan defender like J-Stuck did, from my understanding. Kuihman, to be clear. Yeah, if you have like the most one-dimensional view of everything ever, then yeah, I just pivot as being a Hassan defender. Sure, man. I text him too. We text every night. He tells me what to say on stream. That's so AIDS. I don't understand how a drama stream becomes sides-cucked. Isn't your job to sit on the sidelines, point and laugh, and rake in money? What do you... You watch Nicholas DeOrio! You watch Nicholas DeOrio! He does not sit on the sidelines, point and laugh, and rake in money. He is on Ethan's side. Explicitly. Yeah, this person has to be a troll, right? Like, surely. This is a troll, surely. This is like Kathy or something. The trans Israeli flag with IDF smiley. This is Kathy, surely. Well, the thing is, I could see sort of like a drama. I could totally see this being. Well, the thing is that I could see it being a trans Israeli or a trans Jew. That's like a liberal Zionist type that watches H3 and DeOrio, but that sort of person would defend Destiny, surely. All the trans Zionist people defend Destiny because they don't care if women get raped because, you know, not a risk. That's my sense anyway from Twitter. I mean, we're really shocked a guy that uses that name, Kino Casino, made for ReviewTech USA as a way to make fun of him as a psycho. Maybe he steals his sister's eyes. I don't know. See, this is so authentic. This is so authentic. Being like a lolcow consumer like this. Dickers is the name that they call ReviewTech USA. I don't know what this other part is about. Stealing sister's eyes. I don't know what that's about. XD. My hope for common sense seemed to be only alive here, right? Shoves them up his ass and uses them as anal beads. See, this person is too vulgar and retarded. I need more DeOrio snark to fill out a segment, guys. We've got this.
Life things. You need to go to therapy.
Nick, I'm about to permanently move to Israel, and this might be my last stream for a while. You better make it a good one. Shout out all my Chabad Chassidim in chat.
Thank you very much. Good luck with that. So Stoic Chronicles has posted a lot here.
Okay. So this is like, so months after the Saber Fox thing happens. So he doesn't talk about it at the time, but he does bring it up to Dan when they have their debate.
I knew that the whole, like, the Fox person, that whole suicide situation, I was like, I don't think this is a snark issue. I thought it right away before anyone said it, and I saw a lot of people on Twitter.
Oh, so you weren't in on that? I saw a lot of people who just immediately assumed. I think even
Nope.
Ethan, to an extent, kind of.
No, you
assumed
know
that
what
this was
you know what I did? I instantly went and I looked at the subreddit and how many posts were there, and they were all from like one person, and it was like 10. I was like, okay, whatever.
So, dude, wait. Didn't Nick just say that he fought with Dan over this? Dan is fucking saying here he didn't believe it. Dan said to Nick, I don't believe this. Nick didn't bring it up and go to Dan. Dan's here saying, I didn't believe this.
A lot of people on Twitter.
Oh, so you weren't in on that? I saw a lot of people.
Yeah,
who
Dan
just
wins
immediately
again.
assumed-
That's
I think
why we
even-
love Dan.
Even Ethan, to an extent, kind of.
No,
assumed
you know
that
what
this was
I did? I instantly went and I
Yeah,
looked.
even Ethan to an extent. Ethan was the one pushing it. It only got picked up as a snark issue because Ethan was going around saying it, pushing it. He was the one doing it. And you were like, oh, I don't want to say anything about that. Dude, it's so transparent. He's such a pathetic rodent. Nick is such a fucking lowlife, dude. Bro, it's actually, you can just watch clips of this guy. There are endless clips of this guy just being the most disgusting fucking lowlife. Every time he says something. This is why he doesn't take positions or defend himself against stuff like the junk draw video. Because every time he tries, he's always lying. He's always lying. Because he is just like, fat person mindset, disgusting, low IQ, low effort approach to everything. Jesus, man. Jesus.